Hello, welcome to Word Empowerment Seminar this beautiful Thursday evening. For the past 4 weeks, we've been talking about how to deal with conflicts in marriages. And it's actually, you cannot exhaust it. And we're going to keep on doing this. And today, I want to bring in a perspective that will help a lot of marriages. Let me read the scripture before I actually go into the topic for today. In Proverbs chapter 11 verse 14, I'll read the Message translation. It says, without good direction, people lose their way. Without good direction, people lose their way. But the more wise counsel you follow, the better your chances. Now, it's shocking that the divorce rates are rising. What's more shocking is that Christians are not even excluded in that. I think a research I came across says that the rate of divorce within Christians is the same with the rate of divorce without practicing. When I say Christians, I mean practicing Christians and non-practicing people, basically Christians. So they're not Christians, but non-Christians. Why is that? I think it's because a lot of times we miss this point I want to share with us today. A lot of times we look at it this way. I want to share with you today how to maximize an outside opinion for your marriage to work. Let me explain what I mean by that. We said that there are different levels, and we talk about the framework of resolving conflicts. The first is that we love each other. If you rub yourself the wrong way, it's easy. You can give up your rights for somebody that you love. You can do that. Secondly, love and love your wife. Wife, love your husband. Husband, love your wife. Wife, submit to your husband. But sometimes in doing that, maybe you have a situation where one of the couple is actually doing things contrary to that standard. For instance, the man is not loving his wife because he's tired of his wife and he wants to come find a younger lady. Those kind of situations, you can still have a good marriage. Even when a situation where there's infidelity, you can still have a good marriage if you can seek outside help. So there is a time where you need to reach out for help. Let me give you a simple guideline on how to do that. But before you reach out for help, as a couple, be determined to make your marriage work as a couple. That's the first thing I want to tell you. Before you reach out for help as a couple, be determined to make your marriage work, even though you don't know how to make it work. So who should you reach out to? Let me start with who you shouldn't reach out to. Don't reach out to family members because it's dangerous. It is difficult for a family member not to take side with their child. Maybe your mother-in-law or your father-in-law, whoever. And also in that context, the external person being maybe your husband's father or your wife's mother actually puts a bias in the mind of the person that is not that doesn't have a blood relationship with that. I hope you get what I'm saying. So, for instance, if we say, okay, let's bring in my father-in-law. That's your husband. Say, let's bring in your father-in-law. Let's bring in my father. Once your father is talking, the wife would, just natural, will have a bias when he says anything that favors the husband. And if the person is if the man's father is a good man, the man might, just to help the wife not feel that bias, make statements and give advice that might be contrary to what his son should be experiencing. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So it's dangerous to bring a family member into the resolution of conflicts in your marriage. Don't let your people not know about what's happening in your marriage. But do you need people to help? Yes. Who can you help? By default, I would say call your pastor, but I will not be so firm on that. Be sure your pastor can handle it, because sometimes pastors can't handle it. That's the truth. Now, pastors should build themselves up to handle family marital problems, but their relationship knowledge that you need to get. So, for instance, as a pastor, for instance, and I know that I want to help marriages solve marriage problems, I'm going to learn things. I take courses and all that to learn that. So, what I'm saying to you, look for someone that you both can trust, has understanding of how to resolve marriage. Look for conflicts in marriage. Look for someone that you can respect. You both respect. It might be your pastor or your priest, as the case may be. It might be a friend, mutual friend. It might be someone that you just admire from a distance. And it can also be a marriage counselor. Now, a marriage counselor, you most likely pay for the sessions. But trust me, your marriage is worth it. If you get a marriage counselor, your marriage is worth it. But if you feel that, man, I don't want to pay money on it, pray that you have someone that you can talk to that will help you. But what will the person do? The person will give you wise counsels. Wise counsels. Wise counsels from his experience, wise counsels from his learning, and wise counsels from his from other people's experiences. Now, another thing you need to note as a Christian, don't take wise counsel from someone that is not spiritual. I will not say Christian, but I say spiritual. So the person that you are talking to should be spiritual, because really he needs spiritual insight also to solve marriage issue, your conflicts in marriage. So know the time. Now let me just end with this. When do you know to get someone in to your marriage to help you, to get some help? When is the time to get some help? Key indicators. 1, there's abuse in the marriage, get help. There's abuse in the marriage, get help. 1, abuse in the marriage, get help. And talk to your spouse about it. 2, when the love cannot be recovered, get help. Get help. Because you can have conflicts and make you not love each other. We were living in the same house and there's no chemistry, there's no communication. Get help. And sometimes, if you know that your spouse, especially the men, would not be happy about the help, don't die in that place. Get a help that if the help talks to your husband would relax. And also, it can be a man. I've seen a situation where the woman was terrorizing the man. The man could not come back to his house. Not because he did not have, the woman was terrorizing the house. The woman brought out a knife to stab the man if he enters the house. The man is a gentleman and he had to run away from his house. Get help. Get help. But remember what I said in the beginning. You get help for an external help to benefit you. You guys need to come to the place where you want a better, happier marriage. And you're ready to fight for it. Because the help will tell you to do things that you don't like. Both you that call for the help, or if both of you called for the help will tell you to do things that you may not like. But it's in doing those things, in following those wise counsel, that things will turn out right for you. So I'll end with this scripture again. Without good direction from someone that is wise and someone that has experience, people will fail. Marriages will fail. Marriages will fall. But in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. Your marriage would work. As the Message Bible says, the more wise counsel you follow, the better your chances for your marriage to be happy. I hope that helped you. So don't be scared to seek help for your marriage. Don't be scared to seek help. And even don't be scared to pay for help if that is the only option you have for your marriage. And you will have a happy marriage. The goal is to have a happy marriage. God bless you. Now, this is Word Empowerment Seminar. And you can watch us on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you're in Enugu, I invite you to join me in the Cornerstone Church. It's a time of real light and love, where you experience God in a very tangible way. Our services are at 8 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. every Sunday. And if you're not in Enugu, please subscribe to our channel, click the notification button, and then you'll get notification every time we're live. I pray for your marriage, that you will have the right counsel that will help you overcome the challenges you have in your marriage. And may your best life be your daily experience.